Hello and welcome to tonight's weather update. It's 8:30, June 7th, 2019, and just a little better than yesterday, not by much. We're still dealing with some humidity out there. Temperatures have dropped to around 70 degrees, and in the the low 60s on the South Shore. But if we go back to now they made this military time. All right, which I don't like. All right, if we go back to 2 o'clock this afternoon. Uh, you will see that temperatures in the middle of the island got up to near 80 degrees. Well, let's put this one like 3. Yeah, this actually isn't terribly accurate. It was warmer than this. On the South Shore, it was much cooler, only in the upper 60s. So it was warm in the middle of the island. There was a sea breeze, but it didn't really start reaching the middle of the island until later. If we look at New Jersey, it was probably even hotter there. Yeah, it was. But the issue here is the humidity. If we look at the dew points, you will see what we're dealing with. This was this afternoon. Dew points in the low 60s, still kind of humid. You have to go much further to the north to get much more comfortable dew points. Yeah, I don't know why this is in military time. I don't know what happened. Something happened with Ventusky. It was like displaying like foreign language and had a kind of. Let me see if we can fix the settings and get this back to the proper settings here for the time. I really don't want to waste time in this update. Let's see. Here, the kilometers, no. Miles per hour. It got all screwed up. I don't know what happened here. Like went to all European settings, which I don't like. And I don't see anything for the time, so sorry to say. So that's it. Alright, so I can't fix the time. But I think it's like what, 20? Alright, so you can see here by this animation, we're looking at the dew point, you can see that there's still humidity. The drier air is kind of staying off to the north. Because it's a very weak front and a weak high pressure system, so it's not enough to push the humidity away. That's the problem we're dealing with right now, and it's also not enough to push the clouds away either. You can see all these clouds here, and this low pressure system that's over here. There's actually some rain with this, actually quite a bit of rain over the mid-Atlantic further south. But this just kind of stalled out here, and we got this weak high to the north that's in the battleground here, and you can see the cirrus just streaming over us, and I think we're going to be stuck in this, unfortunately, throughout the weekend, though some models diverge on what's going to happen. You can see some of the rain here off to the extreme southern New Jersey. Let's take a look and see what some of the highs reached, because the Ventusky is not telling us really what happened. Because I know it was warmer than the mid-70s. I know it was warmer than the mid-70s in the middle of the island. Let's see. We may have to go to, yeah, well, let's see. Farmingdale had 77. All right, but you got to remember, Farmingdale's a little more on the South Shore. Most of all the airports are sort of toward the South Shore. Let's see what Islip hit. 66. Let's see what they hit. 76. I think it was warmer than that in Mineola. Dew point 60, so it's still kind of humid. Let's see what Tom's River hit. I know the people in the city are like, why don't you do Central Park? Look at how much more humid it is in Tom's River. 67. So it's still significant. I hit 80 there, so it was warmer there, and a lot more humid in Tom's River too. No surprise. We can look at this radar here as well. Show you the rain again over the Mid-Atlantic as well. We'll have to go to the underground site, I guess, too. I don't know what they did with Ventusky, but it's a little screwed up right now. So I have to look at underground and see. I'm just curious what the high was in Mineola, because I think it hit 80 here. It sure as heck felt like it. It was kind of brutal. I'll just say it that way. It was a little better than yesterday, but not by much. Let's pick this station right here. 68. All right. It's Williston Park. It'll have to be close enough. Let's see what the graph is. Let's see. The high hit. Yep, about 82, 83 degrees. That's about right. Yep. Yep. Meanwhile, if you were on the South Shore in Belmore, pick this one here. Waiting for the graph to load. Yep, only hit 75 there. Yeah, it's a lot more cooler on the South Shore. As if you don't have enough reasons to envy the South Shore. Well, I don't really envy the South Shore, but, you know, they want to be envied, so. You know, they do have that cool sea breeze that we just don't get up here, which Is 8, but it could be worse. You could have been in Tom's River. It was high, even higher there. So let's look at the models. Let's see what's going to happen here for this weekend. It will be dry, but the precipitation stays to the south. That's the main thing you'll see, is that the rain stays to the south all weekend long. And even into a good part of Monday, it should be dry before the rain starts affecting our area. Maybe we have a high build-in for Wednesday. But anyway, the question is, what about the clouds? What about the temperatures? What's going to happen with that? So let's first we'll start off with the temperatures. Again, looking at the GFS and maybe a few other models too. I usually like to use the GFS for temperatures. I think it was pretty accurate today. So it's going to, I think, be a similar temperature setup to today. Cooler on the South Shore, warmer inland. South Shore won't hit 80, but it'll probably be in the 70s. But in the middle of the island, North Shore is probably going to reach 80 again. And then for Sunday, maybe a little cooler. Maybe there'll be a little more of a stronger sea breeze that day, and we'll see mid-70s more. Problem is there isn't a lot of wind, so when there isn't a lot of wind, the middle heats up because there isn't enough wind coming in to disperse the heat away. So on Sunday it goes up to 75. What about these dew points, though? Because that's really what makes it feel uncomfortable. And it's been humid today. It was humid again. The good news is it looks like it has some drier air coming in for tomorrow. So it has the dew points going down, it looks like, to the upper 40s, which is a lot more comfortable. So if we can get into this drier air here, it will be a lot better for tomorrow than today. And let's see, do we have dry air for tomorrow? We do. So it looks like both tomorrow and Sunday should be significantly more comfortable according to the GFS. Hopefully the GFS is correct with that. All right, let's go and look at the cloud cover next. Because that's the question. Is it going to clear out? I have my doubts personally. So you see, it's just this is torture. Just to the north and east, we have some mostly clear skies, but just doesn't get into Long Island. Literally, if this is about 50 miles south, Long Island will have a clear day. We just got this cirrus shield over us. That's the problem, and it's all because of the stall front. And we're going to be dealing with it Sunday too. So I would expect a high overcast tomorrow, according to the GFS at least. And we're going to just be dealing with that throughout the weekend, and then I don't know when the next clear day will be, because Wednesday we got the same thing again, and maybe we can get a front offshore for next weekend. Maybe that's next weekend, so not going that far out. But that's one model. Let's look at the NAM, and then the cirrus. The GFS has been wrong about the cirrus, so I'm hoping maybe some of the other models might push it further south. Let's see. The NAM pushes it a little further south, but still has it close enough that where you have to really go north and east to really get out of it. Just got this stalled boundary again, because again the jet streams are messed up. And then Sunday, same deal. Lots of clouds. Let's look at the RGEM, which is I'm looking at all the models that show the sky. See, now the RGEM is a little different. Now the RGEM has it more to the south. So if the RGEM is correct, we would have a mostly clear day tomorrow, and perhaps a good part of Sunday too. But that's the RGEM, and that's kind of like an outlier model. Those the other models have the clouds sticking around. And when I look at this satellite picture at the flow, just jogging from southwest to northeast, or west to east, and this clearing is not really advancing any further south. I just don't see where I just don't see us getting in that air, unfortunately. Let's go back to the NAM, and let's hopefully the dew points, or the lower dew points, are backed up on the NAM too. Let's see. Yes, they are. So we do have lower dew points, maybe not as low as the GFS has us dew points in the 50s for Long Island, but that's still fairly comfortable. It's better than it was today, and we see the same for Sunday. So we'll have to keep our eye on it. I mean, it's just going to be, it's not going to be a great sky this weekend, but it should be fairly comfortable outside. At least that's the good news compared to the way it's been the past couple of days, hopefully. So I think that will almost bring this weather update to an end, but not just yet, because I want to look at earthandoldskool.net and take a look at some of the oh, look at that. Interesting. Look at these these ocean currents? No, these are wind currents. You actually see the stall front. It actually shows up very well here. Look at that. There it is. Shows up very well. Anyway, I want to show the ocean, and I want to show the sea surface temperature anomalies. We're starting to see this area of above normal water start to expand. Even the waters now south of Long Island are now a little bit above normal. And you still have this little cold bubble of water, but this heat is starting to push it up. And because of this, the ocean waters are warming just to our south. That means the humidity, whenever the wind is from the south, it will have higher humidity, and the effect of the sea breeze will start being less. So let's see what those actual water temperatures are. We're going to actually put it in this mode and see what the actual water temperatures south of Long Island are. I guess we could look at some buoys too. 17.2 Celsius, 63 Fahrenheit. That's a little bit above normal for the beginning of June. Slightly above normal. 62. Still not warm enough to swim in yet. So that's the thing. But you see, you got this warm water, 70-degree water, about 50 miles or maybe 75 miles southeast of Montauk Point. So you have to watch that. And then you got this blazing hot water over here, which is above 80. And that's always a worry. Look at that. We have 84-degree water over here. So we really got to be careful about tropical activity. I'm telling you, I'm really concerned about that. With these above normal water temperatures, it really does concern me quite a bit. The other thing that I do want to look at, climatologically speaking, is the ice. So let's look at that and see where we stand with that, because there's been a lot of melting going on, and I want to actually go and look and see where we stand with the ice, because I think we've been getting a lot of melting. Let's see from the last time we did this. There is a lot of melting. Yep, a lot of it is melting now. Look at that. So this is all going to melt, all this, and you're just going to have a really small area around the north. We could be very close to going ice-free this winter. I mean, this summer. If that winds up happening, we're going to start seeing the climate change rapidly. So we are in a climate crisis. I'll say it every time if I have to. But anyway, that does wrap up this weather update. Take care, and thank you for watching.